I evidently decided that since, you know, I can move the lamp and I can, like, put it right here, I actually get decent lighting with it, so I'm going to go ahead and narrate at night. It's actually a lot better this way. So, this match is versus SolarKneecaps. There we go. Just assume from now on the rest of the matches from this week, so that way I don't have to say it. They're from the stream. So, if you want to see good matches happen or be part of good matches, you know, come to my live stream, because good shit really does go down. And sometimes it's when I'm not sober, so it's even better. Another special thing to mention about this match is the background track I made by combining and splicing a couple of different things. It's from Mega Man ZX. If you guys like it, I'll go ahead and leave a link, a download link in the description, but you're not gonna find the song anywhere else on YouTube. So if you do like it, it's not really a very battle-y-ish song, but I actually like the way it came out. So let's go ahead and play it back right now. Now, because of the way it turned out, the video either would have come out too fast or a little bit too slow. I'd rather have it a little bit too slow. That way I can actually, you know, just fill in the gaps, and I'm free to talk about whatever I want to talk about. So I lead with a Houndoom, which is actually a fairly unusual lead, but it shuts down anything slower that wants to use stealth rocks, like non-positive speed nature Yuxi and the likes. And since it's Sash, I can go ahead and nasty plot on the switch, just in case, you know, for that scenario, or if anything wants to, well, I'm not safe from triggers, normal triggers, but like that, you know, I dodged that bullet pretty nicely. So I forget that Feraligatr is actually bulkier than it lets on, and it lives a Dark Pulse, and it waterfalls me back, but since I am Sash, I'm actually going to take that no problem. What does this say? Okay. So, like I said, I do live with 1 health right there. And I'm able... Oh, I get the flinch. So, that was actually kind of that was a slap in the face, because I'm the one that's supposed to get the flinches, not him. I'm the one with the high flinch ratio, I think. Or they might be the same. I don't know. I was under the impression that Dark Pulse is higher. But the fact that he got it and I didn't... Whew, that hurts. So, the next best thing I have to take a physical hit, I guess, is... Leafeon, but I know they do pack Ice Punch. I wasn't that stupid. It really was the best thing I had to take a hit. So fortunately, I am able to at least take it out. And then he brings the Kangaskhan. I'm like, are you trying to piss me off on purpose or something? And then he gets a crit, a rather useless crit, but just the whole fucking thing of Mori's on my cut, all of it, you know. So I go for the T-Bolt right here. I guess he was expecting a substitute. This is actually, I don't know. Anyways, he went for the Frustration over Return, which is like anti-Kangaskhan, and it takes me out, but Frustration is a lower base power than Return. So it was really for shit. So I guess it's like a Nega Kangaskhan or whatever. Anyways, he goes for the Sucker Punch as I go for the Will-O-Wisp, but I miss. And now that he knows what I'm going to do, he just goes right out for the Frustration. The miss really did matter, because I wouldn't have taken that much from Frustration, and I would have been able to live future hits. I don't really remember the match. I'm just kind of, you know, ad-libbing it right now. But to say that the Will-O-Wisp did matter is kind of an understatement, because look at how much damage I took from it. A Return probably would have KO'd, but nonetheless. Anyways, the Spiritomb is slower, so I decided to go for the Will-O-Wisp because I know he's banded. Well, I don't know, but I'm under the general assumption that he is banded. And this Will-O-Wisp actually does make the match. Like, it's amazing how well this comes into play later. So, Gardevoir actually did a good job of, I guess, dying when she needed to. But I bring in Dix. Dix is nicknamed because I was talking to a friend of mine, and I said, hey, you know, I'm naming something. The first nickname you can type in for it, you know, you get the name. So she said Dix, and there you go. Anyways, here I bring in something very different that I haven't used in a long time, because it had a cheesy ass nickname and a stupid item. It had a stupid ability. Everything about this Scyther was generally just fail. Like, it was adamant, it was swarm, it's shiny, which is cool, but it had the wrong ability. and I was using Adamant Choice Scarf, which is a good revenge killer if you have hazards set up. But since Scyther actually is, you know, kind of fast, I decided to go a little bit on the... Oh, that was cool right there, the Fire Blast Mist. Anyways, I choice banded that Scyther, so as to not to fall behind, since I took advantage of the Fire Blast missing, I go for the Earthquake. Does a little over half because I'm not boosted with Swords Dance. I'm no Gliscor by any means, nor am I... Actually, I am attempting to be, since it's the exact same set. But I figure maybe I can live in unboosted Fire Blast, so I stay in, and I do, which is sweet. So the Fire Blast miss did matter, but at the same time, the Will-O-Wisp miss on Kangaskhan actually did kind of matter, maybe, so kind of even. I don't know. Your call, guys, but I figured, you know, that was... I guess that was calling it even. Anyways, he brings in his Leafeon, and it turns out that I'm faster, or I win the speed type of some sort. So I go for the Roost, and I'm like, oh fuck, what if he went for the attacking move? And he does. So Leaf Blade on my now newly removed flying type is going to be major ouch, because I don't have any defense EVs, and there's no way in hell I'll survive it anyway. And he gets the crit, which is like, oh, I ran out the rest of the Maris, here you go, you can have the rest on your wound. I'm like, fuck off. So I bring in my Choice Banded Scyther right now, and I'm like, ooh, this is gonna do some nice damage, and it does half the Leafeon, which is, you know, not bad. I don't know, I'm thinking this might be a bulkier set, since it does have leftovers over Life Orb, and it does have Wish, so it does look like a support Leafeon. But look at that, half to that. This thing is burned, so you're gonna see what's gonna happen right now. I go for the X Scissor, and see, that was with Reflect, so if he did not have the Reflect, that would have been a 2-hit KO easy on Spiritomb. Potentially could have been a 1-hit KO on Leafeon. So Choice Banded Scyther is actually pretty dope. And since it has Swarm, you're going to see that as he keeps Sucker Punching, since he's burned, he's going to bring me into Swarm range after this next one. Since, you know, he's Choice Banded, so he's stuck in Sucker Punch. I am Choice Banded as well, so I am stuck in an X Scissor. But since I'm below 1/3 health now, I have basically just grabbed my big scythe hands. I just noticed I'm wearing a green shirt, lol. But I grabbed my big scythe hands, and I basically bend his entire team over a table at this point, which is something that I did not even expect to do with the Scyther, and I'm now, you know, slowly learning to love to use it, because it's actually not that bad. So here goes the Swarm Choice Banded X Scissor. You know, that's great. I couldn't ask for anything more. So I took out the Spiritomb, I took out the Leafeon, and it turns out that the last 3 of his are bug weak, and I outspeed them, and the Uxie's already worn down, so I'm going to be able to take it out cleanly, and that is the game. I also think that was my last Pokemon, so that was actually a really, you know, that was a really excellent game. We had a match prior to this, but it didn't save properly, and I was planning on uploading it, and he did win, so I do feel the need to mention that right now. But, you know, I got this one, and he actually is, you know, he's a very good battler. I've left his link in the description. I've also left my song remix, whatever you want to call it, background track. I think I'm gonna put it on Mediafire or something. I haven't put it up yet, but there it is. There's another match. This is gonna be Thursdays, so I'll see you guys on Friday? That sounds about right. See you later.